position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Texas Longhorns offense comes onto the field first today. From the shotgun, the inside give. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Hand off from the shotgun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. They're coming off a national championship win last year, but you got to think this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping there.
No, they have tremendous leadership, and this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason. Fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title.
And it's hard to do, but you got new pieces and new places and new faces, which is awesome. So it's a lot of guys that haven't won that championship that want to fight for it, that are hungry, and now you mix it with some guys that have also won. It's a good recipe.
Here comes the offense on second down. Gives it on the option. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. So Michigan's offense will go to work for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback effectively. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him enough.
Breaks into the open. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ford. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. There he goes! Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turn. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Wide open space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texans!
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season. On point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Nothing going right for this team early in the 1st quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody
going the other way, and he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Right down the middle. Snags it. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Longhorns! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Catch in the middle. It's Doyle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Ford. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw again. The throw. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Reed. The quick out. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Got it in the middle. It's Cooper. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 14, and that's the way you find some room to operate. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Caught over the middle. It's Doyle.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Ford. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field. Ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, the portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the...
And he runs it in for the score! Touchdown, Longhorn!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. RPO complete to open the drive. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Doyle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun. Wants to pass. Got out of trouble. Got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Cobb. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Stewart. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught close to the marker, it's Cobb. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wants to keep it in the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Tight end now in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Stewart. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
And bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious...
And the ball is loose on the return. Almost a disaster on that return, and they jump on it, and they'll maintain possession. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Turning it on! Defense grabs the football, and there he goes!
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Unloads quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half with the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like they're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Michigan offense. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Fights off the defender. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today.
The Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the ball's free deep in his own territory. Recovered by the kicking team.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Touchdown, Texas! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The give to the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. moves it on the option. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Trying to set up the screen. Breaks the tackle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Texas offense. This offense has really been clicking in the... There he goes! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
Gets the back moving. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got his man on the outside. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort. Really good.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down. The Wolverines are flying down the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's crease court. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Baker. Fires toward the end zone. Makes the catch down the right side. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll pull it on the read. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oklahoma State stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Stillwater. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still...
Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Looking for a man. It's Baker. And they're not on the same page there. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Safe completion on the screen.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Slips through the line. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Smith takes the handoff. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Give on the inside. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. 1st down and 10. Motion from the wideout. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
It's complete to the right. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. They'll leave it with him. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking for a man, it's Reed. He's got it still on his feet. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Texas 70, Texas 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete in the middle. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over, and give the defender credit for knocking it loose. Defense jumps on.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Reed. Punts it out of the air. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has 1 stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So here comes the Michigan offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but he lobs one high down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass, it's Baker. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Gets away from one. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. It's 4th down and 14, but they're going to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on downs.
Scanning the field, it's Baker. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Grabbed behind the line. It's Priestcorn. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Grabs it inside the 15. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Under fire. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Longhorns sending... Offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Finds the tight end. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the 1st down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early this season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Just a short pass to the tight end. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear there's only one really good team. It was the